Good afternoon, guys, and happy, today's Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. I'm going to go show you guys what I got done in what feels like the longest day ever. And guys, honestly, I started running out of energy at the end of the day today, and I didn't have any coffee. So I probably was where my downfall was in today. But I woke up this morning, guys. I ended up I did dishes before I even had breakfast. Then I ended up having breakfast and edited, I uploaded 6 videos. Then I ended up editing 1. While that was saving, I then went into the kitchen and I organized all of the mess that was in the kitchen. I'm exhausted, guys. Although I will say, Jack did a wonderful job helping me, but ta-da! There's only 2 boxes left on the table. Well, I guess 3. Because we still have to wait for the cabinet that is going up here. And once that comes in, my dad gets it painted and everything like that, then those things are going to go in there, with the exception of the drinks, this stuff right here, and all of our coffee, because we're getting rid of this, and the coffee stuff is going to most likely end up in this cabinet. You guys see, this is all nice and organized. I will maybe go into a more detailed video once everything's officially finished. But the thing is that I want one more shelf. This can be dropped, lowered one more. I can just move this, and you guys can see like all this stuff in here is pretty short. So we can drop this down like another peg. And then move this one, like I said, move this shelf down a peg, and then put in another one actually up here. And then we can either put this up on this part, or else do an in-between one and then do like the coffee and drinks and stuff like that. Like I said, we have got like, you know, things of lemonade and that kind of stuff, and some instant coffee. I normally only use instant coffee for making the, I have a recipe for this amazing, it was actually in the KitchenAid mixer like cookbook, for mocha, like, I don't know, mocha, I don't know if they're mocha, no, caramel something, caramel frappuccino cupcakes or something. Oh my gosh, guys, they're just the best thing in the world. They were the first thing I made out of that cookbook, and the first thing I made with the KitchenAid, and I've made them maybe 3 times in total or something like that, but they're awesome. And the recipe calls for instant coffee, so it does have caffeine in the cupcakes. Maybe I made them more than that, honestly, guys. It's probably one of the recipes I've made like the most out of just like from scratch, sort of, like baking wise, that isn't just like an instant cake mix or something. So yeah, that's why I'm just gonna keep that in there too. And if anybody needs it for anything else too, sometimes for other baking things too, but we don't really use instant coffee for like drinking. But it's gonna go on that shelf. So that's what I need, one more shelf of for. And then, like I said, the rest of the boxes are going to go in the top cabinet. I think that's gonna be, yeah, I think we're gonna be good. And guys, we actually have a little bit of extra space, which I might change up a little bit, but that bottom part right down there actually doesn't have anything in it. This is all snack stuff, and it's a little chaotic. We'll see how well it stays organized. But guys, I really love this basket that's down here. I like the way it looks, and the storage for the bread works so amazingly well. Like bread, and I don't know how these got in here, they're not supposed to be in here, but like bread and, you know, kind of bakery stuff like bagels, hot dog buns, all that kind of stuff. And then I want another one of those, literally one that looks exactly like it, to go on these other shelves. That would be awesome too, because just being able to throw in like chips instead of in this tote that we sort of have it in right now, like these are all open chips and stuff like that in there, and then all the unopened stuff is up here. So we do, like I said, have a little bit of extra space right now, which is kind of nice. But that was pretty much everything today involved doing that, and I spent so much time thinking, going, okay, what's the best case scenario, where can we best fit stuff, where can we best store stuff, and I think we finally got it. I think we got it to a point where everything's gonna pretty much work. It's gonna stay organized. Hopefully, like, it's all gonna work. We also have our laundry room storage as well, with all the other stuff that we have stored in there. So I love that we have the extra pantry, that we have extra storage in, and on top of that too, this bottom cabinet is going to be going to have our appliances in there. So like our crock pots and stuff like that, which one crock pot was down here, see on the empty spot there. The other one that I just didn't get put away is on that shelf, but we are trying to get rid of these extra like shelves and stuff like that, so we just have the pantry and everything. But then that stuff can all be gone and go away. And like I said, that coffee bar, I love it though, because that wood, the wood one with the coffee stuff on it, this one over here, super sturdy. I love it. It like does not shake, wobble, nothing. It is like built like strong. I actually am kind of wondering where it was like made, because it is like real like wood through and through, like no like press board kind of stuff. Like it is all like good solid wood. And like I said, I love it. I really am kind of sad that we're gonna get rid of it, because my mom found it, I think, at the thrift store, and it is just so sturdy. But yeah, unless we can find somewhere else for it and something that we can use it for. But I'm like, I almost want to put it in my room. I don't know what I'd use it for, but like, I don't know, it just, you can tell when something is good quality. That thing feels so like strong, like built, you know. So anyways, yeah, that, guys, the thing that I think we're going to do though is maybe move the stuff that's in this top cabinet, because it's mainly stuff for like entertaining, which we don't do a whole ton of, and put it up in that cabinet up there, which is actually, I think, almost pretty much empty, and put stuff that we might actually use more often, smaller appliances such as the small crock pot, maybe Jack's hot dog toaster that he got for Christmas a few years ago, and maybe just some other storage stuff that would be more utilized up above that stove up there. So again, maybe some smaller like what's it called, appliances and stuff. We also have some appliances that are in the laundry room that if we got down, we might actually use a little bit more often, just because it's a pain to try and get it down. And every single time we want to use something, we pretty much have to ask my dad to get it down for us. Like, I mean, I could probably get a step ladder, go in there and get it down, but it's kind of a pain. So I got all that done. Then I was like, okay, I took a break to have lunch. Then me and Jack came back and finished everything. So again, the stuff, the 3 boxes that are on the table are all waiting to have their actual permanent home. It's not in the house yet, so that's why it's not put there. And then after that, so like I said, we finished that, came in here and finished editing another vlog. So I at least edited 2 vlogs today, which is always, my goal is 2 a day, because I normally upload 2 a day until I'm caught back up. So if I can get 2, I'm pretty much like golden. So I uploaded 6 because I was behind. I wasn't uploading every single day, but when I'm behind, I can just like choose a day to get a bunch uploaded at one time if I've been editing. So I did that, edited the second one for today, and now it's just about 8 o'clock, guys. I'm gonna go chill and relax because I've been on my feet all day. I've been standing. I am exhausted. My mom and dad also got to a lot of projects too. My mom put down new grass seed in both the front and backyard, and also ended up painting and priming all of the old cabinets that were ones that were out in our garage that were from the old homeowner when they redid the kitchen, most likely because it seems like the pieces that would have fit in the kitchen. So probably when they redid it, they took all the cabinets out and just left them in the garage. And actually, I don't know if they put them up or maybe my dad did, but they were just leftover cabinets in the garage. My mom wants them in her office so that she can store stuff. So we've got a plan for that too. So maybe I'll share with you guys as well. But that's a journey for another day, guys. This quarantine is kicking my butt because of all the projects that have been getting done, which is awesome, but like, you just become exhausted after time. Like yesterday, I spent all day doing the physical, like pulling up the tile, I was pulling up the splash board stuff that's next to the sink. And then today I spent all day on my feet, mentally exhausted now because of going through all of the, like I said, just organizing everything, which I love to do, but I can only do it for so long, and then I'm like, okay, I need to be done for the day. And like I said, pretty much from I think it was around 11 or noon was when I started organizing, and again, it's about 8 o'clock right now. I think I finished at 7, so probably close to 7 hours I was on my feet. I think we took a half-hour break for lunch, maybe about an hour, and then ended up, like I said, so probably 6 hours with a small break in the middle, up on my feet all day organizing stuff and climbing on ladders to get things to be put away in the top cabinets too. So I'm happy it's done, guys. Well, mainly done. Again, me and Jack will probably do a little bit more tomorrow, but we'll see how all of that goes. That's, again, once you're done, you just turn your brain off, be done for the day, move on to it tomorrow. You know, that's it. Everything's up off the table. Pretty much those boxes can be moved to wherever we need them, just if we needed to use the table or whatever. But we've had food on there for over a week now, so nobody's really dying to sit at the kitchen table as of right now that we need to. I'm gonna go take a shower and get to bed. I will hopefully update you guys more as more cabinet stuff goes in, kind of share with you guys how we ended up organizing everything. But all the stuff that was in the new pantry, where everything is going in, that stuff was originally all in the other pantry, so that's why I had to move everything over to the new pantry. So that's why it made it more difficult. I think that wasn't just like, oh, just throw all the stuff that was on the table in the pantry. And on top of that too, I moved all of the, I don't know if I showed you guys, but everything that was in the top cabinet too, I switched those ones out as well. I originally wasn't going to do that, but it just seemed to work better that way. So yeah, that was how everything went down, guys. But I am exhausted, tired. Like I said, have a little bit more to finish up tomorrow, but I also am going to upload and, well, actually probably just edit tomorrow. And maybe, I think it's supposed to rain though for like the next several days. It's supposed to get a little cool, and then I think by next week it's supposed to be in like the 80s, which is awesome, and so awesome because I love warm weather. But it's supposed to get like high 50s, I think, or like mid to high 50s. Like I think maybe not tomorrow, but like the start of the week, and then by the end of the week sort of it's supposed to get into like 70s and then 80s. So that'll be really nice, but can't really do anything outside. So again, we got inside projects to do and stuff to get done in here. And like I think I was telling you guys too, my mom's office, which they have a whole cabinet or a whole shelf that is painted and primed, well, primed and then painted, that's going in her office, and a second one I think is primed. I think we have maybe 2, 4, 6, 7 maybe, in total different cabinet pieces that are gonna go in there. And that's not to mention there's a whole, like, I think it has 2 cabinets in it, but it's like a big piece and it won't fit in her office. And again, for what we're doing, we're actually going to make an L desk for her, out of the cabinet pieces. So it's all going to be actually completely like repurposed stuff and all that, which is pretty cool. But I will hopefully share with you guys that journey as well. So like I said, got a lot of projects going on. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to organize, you know, the linen closet like I was showing you guys when I did that, or organizing the laundry room and stuff like that. Oh, you know, this will be a couple day project or whatever, and I'm gonna do this. It's like, no, we're doing a lot, probably painting in there and stuff like that, but it's like the whole rooms are kind of just, we're not doing like, I don't know, kind of like, you know, reno, I guess, a little bit, and renovations and stuff like that, but it's definitely, I mean, it's not completely a complete renovation, but definitely huge facelifts on the stuff that we can do. Because like I think I was telling you guys too, like my dad is not a plumber, so he was not like planning on, like, you know, replacing countertops in the kitchen, where we have the sink, because we'd have to take the whole sink out and replace all that stuff and everything. And so possibly could do it, but my dad just, he says he hates like dealing with like water stuff, because that's one thing that, like, if it goes wrong, he can't fix immediately. Electrical stuff, since he's an electrician, can definitely do that, and kind of like carpentry work sort of as well. You know, like he can figure out how to get that kind of stuff done, but as far as like plumbing goes, he is not, like, you know, again, probably could figure out some of this stuff. He's fixed some plumbing, and I think we redid the plumbing in the bathroom partially. Had a friend help, but then also was able to finish the stuff for the sink, and put in the new plumbing for that and all that kind of stuff. So he does, again, no basics, but I don't know that he would, again, like he said, be comfortable doing the whole entire thing. So yeah, anyways, guys, we're got, like I said, all of our facelifts in a lot of different rooms getting done. My room was finished a few summers ago, got it painted and everything, but the thing I want is I definitely want a new like more of these like shelving, not shelving units, but like more of these shelves. I want to put at least one, maybe two on this wall, just because it's kind of bare. I don't really want to hang anything up there, and I could definitely use a little bit more storage just for like some things. And I don't really have a shelf for like some of my, like, I think I was telling you guys, like my nerd stuff. I've got like Fallout bobbleheads, and I also have some pop figures, and I have my little Lego thing that I was doing over I got for Christmas. I have another one that I don't want to put together yet because I'm like, I don't have anywhere to put it. Like if I had a shelf for that kind of stuff, I would put it on there, and like some video games and stuff like that. But I kind of want to use it for like that, you know, shelf sort of. So like I said, that's what I'm thinking of getting, but that would be the only thing I'd add to my room. Other than that, everybody else's rooms are kind of getting, like I said, redone sort of. The kitchen is the biggest and longest one that is taking, like I said, the longest sort of. We just finished the bathroom too, other than the shower that I think we're eventually going to get somebody to do that, like over the shower light, where they just come in and put the shower, like new shower in over the old stuff. We wanted to get that done, obviously, kind of because of quarantine. We don't really want anybody in the house doing work and stuff like that, unless it's obviously an emergency, and that's not. And my parents really weren't planning on doing that right away either. Sometime in the future, but that would be the only thing left in the bathroom that we were possibly going to do. But we redid the floors in there, repainted, got a new sink and toilet within the last maybe two or 3 years, maybe, or something like that. Maybe it's a little over 2 years. I think we finished kind of getting a lot of that stuff done in the bathroom. And then my dad did the whole hallway, which just got done recently within the last few months. I don't think more than a year, maybe close to that now that I'm thinking about it. But now our kitchen is our big project, and we've been moving along a lot with it just because everybody's been home and we've all been able to work on stuff. And again, too, my mom got, you know, grass seed done. My dad finished relaying down the plastic in the back where we're going to put the pea gravel by our greenhouse, and just he got to taking down the cabinets that are in the garage and doing some other garage work for today, because obviously me and Jack were in the kitchen organizing everything. So if he was like trying to put the countertop down at the same time, we probably would have been like button heads and stuff like that, because there was just not enough room in that kitchen. He did get the drawers put in. I think I showed you guys yesterday. It didn't have the drawers and the cabinets on the smaller, not the pantry, but the cabinet unit. And so he finished painting that today and then put those in. So that was the only time he was in the kitchen doing any kitchen work. But I will update you guys as the projects continue. But I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.